You guys already know how powerful AI is becoming these days, and I gotta tell you, I have another impactful thing that AI can now do for you, and it's gonna change the entire game. So, if you are currently running any type of ad on Facebook and you have appointment setters hired for yourself, I'm gonna want you to rethink that decision because right now I'm gonna teach you how you can create an AI that will set your appointments, right? As soon as someone submits a lead, bam, it goes and it calls that lead and it has the entire qualification process happen. And it makes it so much simpler for you to not even have to pay an appointment setter and just have your own AI that is capable of doing this for you. So take this as an example. Imagine you own an SMMA business and you're running ads for yourself. Obviously, you would need an appointment setter for whenever a lead is submitted into the lead form, right? So imagine you have an appointment setter and typically, they're not perfect. They're going to reply more or less around like 10 to 20 minutes after they call, right? Let's say it's a really good appointment setter and they do like 5 minutes or something like that. It is not nearly as impactful as them submitting the form and immediately getting a call back from us, knowing that it's from us. However, it's this AI that's actually setting up the appointment and doing all that. Now, I'm going to teach you guys mostly the automation of it in this video. I'm not entirely going to go in depth about the prompt because obviously it's something that could be tailored to you. It's not anything that I could say, okay, perfect, I'm going to give you the one that you're going to use because obviously everyone runs different types of ads. However, I'm going to provide the extensive automation that you could go and place into your business using Synthflow and get it started for you. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. When you're on the Synthflow dashboard, you're going to go over to Assistants and then you're going to go and create one from scratch. Now, you're going to follow the process that I currently have for you right now, just so you have a seamless automation right for this. So let's go and select the name. So I just named mine Tony, super simple. And then for the language, I just went ahead and chose English and Natasha, right? You guys can change this or leave this as is. However, I'm going to go ahead and change it to GPT-4 Turbo. And then right here, this is what I have for the custom greeting, right? So that's essentially what I have. Now for the advanced settings, you could copy me with this. You don't need to. However, you can just leave it as is as well. Now for the prompt, this prompt is going to be down in the description below, so you guys have it. However, it's not going to be tailored to your specific use case, right? It really depends on what type of ads you're running. However, if you want to go ahead and take this as a template, you could definitely do that as well. It's going to be down. So now what do we need to do? What are some things that you need to have? You need to have 2 post call extracts, right? One of them is going to be appointment, and then what is the date and time of their scheduled appointment. Then the other one is going to be confirmed, and then did they book a meeting? This is just a yes or no question just to be able to use it in the automation, right? So you have that done. You have this all done. We should be good. You should be able to press next if you're creating this, and then select your phone number. If you don't have a phone number, you're going to get a Twilio account and easily integrate it. And should be fairly simple. You'll be able to do that in the integrations tab right there. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the real-time booking. So with the real-time booking, you're going to need a cal.com account. There's going to be a description below where you can sign up with cal.com, and obviously it's super easy to set up. You just get a free membership, blah blah. Now once you do that, you should be able to add your API key and your call event ID, right? Now in order to get your API key and your call event ID, this is what you're going to need to do. You're going to go over to your account, right? And in here, you're going to see this right here, right? You're going to go to events and then event type. And then you're going to go and click on this and then copy this right here. That's going to be the event ID, right? So if you go back and you paste it here, that's going to be the call event ID. Now, in order to get the API key, you're going to go down into settings and then admin API key. You're going to go to API keys right here. You're going to add one, right? Now, Make sure it never expires, so that way you don't have to put it again. Copy this, and then you're gonna put it in the API key right here. Then press next. Now, once that happens, it's gonna generate a prompt for you, so that way you're able to booking the meetings, and you could set this up to however you want. This is really personalized. However, I'm gonna go ahead and put this as US Eastern time. So let's go ahead and do that. Once that is done, you're gonna go and press on this arrow right here to bring you back. And then we should be good on this side of things, right? So what you're gonna do now is go into your Zapier account, and if you don't have an account, you will need a paid membership to be able to do this type of automation. However, there's gonna be a description below with the best offer that you could get. So once you have your Zapier account, we're gonna start building something that's a little more intricate than the ones that we've done in the past. However, it works so much better. So the first thing you're gonna do, right? Step number 1, you're gonna get a new lead in Facebook ads, right? So you're gonna go over here. The task is gonna be the only task you could select for a trigger, and you're gonna go and select your account, whatever account it is, and then here is just a test form that you could put into. So make sure that you have your own form that you're currently using, of course. You're gonna test that, and you're gonna find your records. I personally delay these just to make sure that it has the whole information clear to it. So you could keep this as is, or you don't need to actually put the delays. It's really up to you. I put the delays just in case, so that way it has more time to like think about it through the Zap. And then yeah, you could go and test that, make sure that it works, and then you're gonna go over here to this important part. So this is step number 3, and essentially you're gonna be able to make a phone call. So you're gonna look up this as an action, Synthflow AI, and then you're gonna go over to make a phone call, right? That's gonna be your action. You go over to account, you connect your account, you could change the name right here if you'd like. And then down here in the description, this is when you're gonna connect your model ID. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. You're gonna go over, and this is your model ID, as you can see right here. So you go, select that, and then your phone number. This is what you're going to be putting into the lead form, right? So right here, I just put my own because I currently don't have a lead form set up for this. However, you're gonna go over here and select on one of the options that just has the phone number, so that way it just calls that phone number every single time, right? That happens, right? And once you have this, right, you can go ahead and select the first name. So you put that under the names tab, and these are the custom variables that are going to be displayed on here. As you can see, if you go to new call, right, these are the custom variables that are going to be on here, as you can see. So you have that there, right? And you can replace this with whatever you want, right? This, I just put this as an example. However, it's really, like I mentioned, up to you. It's going to be personalized to your ads. In here, this is just what I put. So you're just going to go ahead and match each of these variables to their corresponding variable, right? And then that should be done, right? Now the same thing here, the lead email, this is just going to be over here. It just depends on what email you have running on your ad. So you would go and select the email. I'm going to have this one as this, just for the test itself. And then the lead time zone depends, right, on the lead time zone that you have on your Facebook lead ad, right? So that way it can transfer over to their own time zone, essentially. So once that happens, you give it time to think. And by the way, in step number 2, this is only if you want them to wait 5 minutes and make it seem more realistic. But if you want them to call like straight after they submit, you could also just remove this delay. That should be completely fine, right? But this delay, I recommend you to keep on because it gathers all the information, and then sometimes it doesn't do it like super fast in order to be able to get the phone call in step number 5. So I recommend you put a delay in here for about 4 minutes, so that way it has time to process everything. However, once you have that done, you're going to go and set another action as get phone call. So this is where you're getting all the information from the past call. Connect your account once again, and then the call response ID, this is going to be, let's go over here and fix this real quick. Test the step. It should call me, and as you can see, I'm receiving the call right now. I'm going to go ahead and have a conversation with him just like I did before. So as you can see, it's currently calling me right now, and let's go ahead and talk with it.
Hey there, am I speaking with Kevin?
Yeah, this is Kevin.
Great to connect with you, Kevin. I saw that you submitted a form through Facebook to get started with Synthflow. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome, thanks for confirming. Just to make sure everything's set up correctly, can you confirm if your email is test@gmail.com?
Yeah, that's my email.
Perfect, thanks for confirming that, Kevin. Now let me quickly share how Synthflow can benefit your business. Firstly, you won't have to worry about hiring the right people anymore because you'll be using an AI trained by top sales teams. This means you can focus more on growing your business rather than on tedious tasks like lead qualifying. Plus, your chances of scaling up are much higher with our AI services. How does that sound for improving your operations?
I mean, that sounds great. I'd love to book a call with you guys.
Fantastic. I'd love to get you set up with a call. Could you let me know what time zone you're in so I can find the best time for our team to connect with you?
Yeah, I'm in the Eastern time zone.
Perfect. You're in the US Eastern Time Zone. Let's look at some options for this week. How about Friday, July 12th? We have slots available at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Which one works best for you?
Friday at 10 a.m. works pretty well.
Great choice, Kevin. I'll book you in for Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Could you please provide the email and phone number you'd like to use for the appointment? Make sure to add a 1 in front of your phone number.
Yeah, so the email is test@gmail.com and the phone number is 787-691-2202.
Got it. I'll book your appointment for Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time using the email test@gmail.com and the phone number 1-787-691-2220. Just a moment while I finalize everything. Hang on, please. You're all set for Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. If you need to reschedule, please use the link in your email. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, that should be it. Thank you. Awesome. And as you can see, it booked the meeting for Friday at 10 a.m. So everything is set. It's literally that simple and it works super neat. Now, let's go back into here, right? And what we're going to do is go back into the get phone call step. Now in here, we're just going to go and select the action. As you can see, it gets the call ID. And then we can retest the step until it comes back onto here. As you can see, it just has all of the information that we currently need in order for obviously to us know where the appointment is and what happened, and the call script. All that stuff is going to be here, as well as the appointment date and time. So that's going to be really nice to have. So with that being said, now what are these paths for? What's going to happen here? Now if they book an appointment, right, they're going to go down this route. If they don't book an appointment, you can do whatever you want with them, really. They're just going to go down this route, right? So this route on the right side, it depends on what you want them for, therefore, and this one depends on what you want to do after. Now here, what I have set up for you is I have the AI itself confirm the appointment 1 day before it's due. So let's say Friday, right? I book an appointment here at Friday 12 at 10 a.m., right? It's gonna go and call me on Thursday at 10 a.m. just to confirm if I could make it to tomorrow's meeting, essentially. So with that being said, that's kind of like what I set up right here for you guys. If you want to add this, you can, but if you don't, you could completely skip this part of the video and that should be fine. So let's go ahead and start working on it, right? Let's go on the path rules. So with the path rules, what you're gonna do is go over here to step number 5, and in step number 5 you're gonna find this: return value confirmed, right? So this means that I did book a meeting. Remember what we set up right over here for the post call confirmed? This is basically the yes or no, but it responds as true or false. Now here, of course, it's true because I did book a meeting, right? Now you're gonna go and do the same thing, but for the other path, right? So you can just go in here, copy, and then you're gonna do paste to replace. And then this, you're gonna go ahead and change it to false, right? So this should not continue. However, this one right here should continue. right? As you can see right here, it's in green, it continued. Cool. Now that's set up. Now we could delay this for another 2 minutes. This is obviously to let Zapier get the time to gather the information and all that, like I mentioned before. Now this one right here, this input is essentially going to be the time that was booked. Now we're gonna go and find that on step number 5 right here. And then you're gonna use this format right here. If you don't know how to type it in, just press on custom and hover over here. And then you can go ahead and type that in like that. It's super simple. Once you have that done, cool. Now you can set it to whatever time zone that you like. Now in this case, you can go over here and test it out. So let's go and continue. Retest the step. So here it says 2 p.m. Why does it say 2 p.m.? Right? It's because we booked it into the UTC time zone. So if you go over here to US Eastern and continue, it should be 10 a.m. now, right? So as you can see, there you go. Cool, 10 a.m. Now we can just go ahead and continue with this. It's going to be another delay. And now we're going to format it by date and time. So this is to subtract 1 day from it. Now the reason we're subtracting 1 day is because obviously we're calling them a day before their appointment, correct? So you're going to input the same value that we had on the last one, and then the format is going to be the same format, and the from format is going to be the same format as the other one before as well. So we're going to go ahead and put that as a custom as well. So there you go. Now we can go and press continue, retest the step, see what happens. Cool. Now it's gonna have this variable right here, and we're gonna add one more step onto this. So this last step is going to be a delay, right? And this delay is going to be until. So it delays until this certain time right here. You're gonna step 11 and then put that onto there. Now you can go ahead and continue, test the step, see if it works. And there you go. It's gonna delay it until this Thursday at 11 a.m. I'm sorry, 10 a.m. Now it's gonna have that delayed, and then once that's done, you can go ahead and set up your caller to have the follow-up call with this person. You can set that up to however you want. Obviously, you already know how to do this. You already know how to use the variables and everything. So this is kind of tailored, right, to what you had before. So there's no need to explain this. I already have a video on it that you guys could also check out in the description below. So with that being said, I feel like everything should be done now. Now I want you guys to understand one more thing. I did make an extensive course for you guys to watch. It's completely free, and it shows you everything about Synthflow, the ins and outs that you need to know. And not only that, it also shows you how to scale your own business. So I want to go ahead and show you that. If you look up in your browser aiagencyvault.co, you will be able to see the entire course itself, and it's going to have all the modules that you need. Module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has everything on here. Not only that, I give you the best links that you could possibly use when starting your own AI agency, and it's just an amazing resource to have. The same thing goes with my Discord server, where we have a bunch of people in here always talking and asking questions, and there's just a bunch of resources that you could go ahead and utilize with this server right here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.